Hey girls, we're going to go over the Northwest Elite game, a couple defending and attacking clips. This is in a 3 diamond 3. First one is a little defending clip. I want to show that we have good little pressure on the ball right here. So you can see Iris is pressing, our 4 is pressing. The 3 and 2 can maybe pinch in just slightly, but that's a good shape between the 3 of them. And then the midfielders are looking to back press there. Kira is looking to win the ball. Now the ball is turned over. They end up playing wide. When you look at this shape, there's a bit of a gap between our 4 and 3. And then our 2 is recovering to the ball here. You can see there's a gap right there between the 4 and 3. But our 5 and 6, that's Kira and Wrights does a great job filling in. You can see, look at their body shape is opened up. So I'm going to pause that real fast. So you can see all the bodies are opened up. We got pressure on the ball here. And then we have our 4 and 3 bodies are open. Our 5 and 6 have fallen into that danger space in around the box. So they're getting numbers. We got four players in the box to defend that, and their bodies are open up to the field, which is great. You'll see our other player, our 8, is going to fall in as well. And then we do a great job of clearing the danger. So the next one is a little defending in the middle third, pressing, covering, back pressing. So that's always going to be a key thing for us. So we end up turning the ball over, we lose the ball, and immediately we're squeezing the space. You can see our back 3 is a nice line. They're squeezing the space, and the ball comes in the air. So Iris, our 4, is challenging. Our 2 and 3 are pinching in, and then we're back pressing with our 5 and 6 and 8. So you can see that they're closing the ball down in numbers, sandwiching from back to front, making it difficult for the opponent. So you can see them. And then we end up winning the ball, and then we're breaking on them. So OS is driving here. I like this run by Riley. She's peeling away off the shoulder. Maybe a slip pass, but I think that's a good shot, good look on goal there. That's what we want. So here, this is our defending shape that we want to talk about in the wide area. So we're cutting a little 2 versus 1 here. So again, our 2, their 2 and our 7. Here's our 11, and our 11. I want to talk about forcing play centrally. You can see that's the danger area in this system in a 3-4-3, that there's space in those wide areas. So obviously we want to force play in. So maybe our 11, Audrey, can cut that angle and squeeze a little bit more. Like you can see the distance from her to her, maybe a little bit tighter even to get her head down. Our back line, we got our 2, 4, and 3 right there. Nice and connected. You can see our 3 is here just in case if it goes in behind, she's in a good distance where she can get to that ball into those areas. She's also looking at players coming into the space. But you can see our 5 and 6, it's a good positioning, protecting our 2, 4, and 3, that back line. So you can see that the 5 and 6 are creating that nice little security in front of that back line. So you can see that it's the line, the blue line and the yellow line, the defending line and the midfield line are nice and compact. And then you can see our 10 and 8 are connected as well. So we can see that we have more numbers in here. So definitely our 11s should be forcing play in. It forces this girl to scoop a ball over. Then we close the ball down. They launch a ball in the box. Ashlyn, our weak side, our 2, deals with this no problem. Competes well, clears the danger. She's brave. And now we clear the danger and get numbers around the box. So that's what we need to do in around that area. Okay, defending free kicks. So good job here. So we look at this right away. We got 2 players on the ball right here. And then we got 1 player, which is Ashlyn, zoning that near post. So you can see that she's level off that near post. She's maybe about a yard behind our wall, which is good. And the rest of the players, I would say, you guys have to be even with her. Because right now, they haven't even crossed it in yet. And you're crowding Maddie's space. So we got to make sure that we hold that line, okay? And we're looking at the players in here. Everybody's picked up. You're looking at this player is picked up, picked up. Everybody's 1 for 1. So You can see that they have 2 players spare right there. So should we mark this player or this player? I think this is the player that we need to mark, because this player is the free one. So we got to make sure that this player picks up, because she's closer to the goal. She's the one that's the dangerous one. So the ball gets played in the box. Maddie deals with it, no problem. But if it end up getting headed out, that girl could have had an open look. So we got to make sure that we are organized a little bit more. Attacking, passing, and moving. This is good. Interchanging, I think I have the title. Ball gets switched out. Immediately we win the ball. I'm going to rewind it back a little bit here, because I want you guys just to keep an eye on our 11. I think this is Audrey. Okay. So we're breaking out. Here we go. Let's see if we can speed this up a little bit. All right. So right away, passing, moving, interchanging, I have it here. So we just won the ball back, and instantly now we're looking at breaking the attack. So you can see Maya right here, the side of the diamond is starting to release. Audrey, or 11, is now breaking and getting width. So she's expanding wide, creating separation from this girl right here. Okay. So we end up playing it to Audrey. She got good width, facing forward. Look at this run by Riley, our 9, breaking into this channel. Because look, the defender is giving that space, right? This pass, and Riley is recognizing that pass, and she's making that movement. And then these 2 guys are going. Audrey's going in, our 11's going in, 9 is going out. So good interchanging movement there. Maya's coming underneath right here for support. And here we go. We got a little 3v3 game going on between these guys. 1, 2, 3, R3. And then Wrights is coming in to join into this game as well. Passing, moving. Wrights is underneath. Okay. So now we have a little 4 versus 4. Okay. This girl's kind of keeping an eye on Brooke, but we have 4 versus 4. Look at our diamond shape here. Okay. Brooklyn now is recognizing, man, there's nobody here. She makes that great run. Okay. And playing off the point here, finds a little bit of gap. Okay. And then we get a decent look on goal there. So very good there. So that has to do with a lot of our little 4 versus 4 game exercise, you know, at the beginning of training when we play 4v4 to small goals, passing, moving, interchanging, being dynamic. So here we go. We win the ball. There's another movement here. I forgot to highlight it, but you can see that Audrey wins, has good width. Now we have our 8 here. I didn't note that, but our 8 is right here. Look at it. That's the space that she's looking into. We have 2 players going in that space, but that's okay. But that's the ball going in space. And now there, look at all this space. OS, our 10 is finding. Look at all that space. So movement dragged all their midfielders out of there. OS is wide open. Look at it. This is our final third. There's nobody within 15 yards, maybe 20 yards, 20 yards. A lot of space. Now it comes a little inside-out move, little dippy-dee-doo. Great little shot. Great shot from distance. So fantastic goal by OS and good recognition by Kira to find that space. I really like this build-up. Okay, so I highlighted this. So there's 4 players in that front line. This is their front 3. This is their 11, 9, 7, or 10. Their 10 is picking up rights. And then look at Kira's position in behind that line. Great little zip pass by Iris. Breaks the line. Okay, 4 players eliminated. Kira's first touch is immediately facing forward. Fantastic. So this is the triangle. There are 3 midfielders, okay? And then I highlight our 4 midfielders, and we got immediately, Maya did a fantastic job of expanding the diamond. So you can see our 4 versus their 3, and then we can recognize the soft spot right there. See, she's backing up, finding a nice pocket of space. So there's their back 4, they're staying connected, and that's the pocket of space that when we can find, it's on all day in a 4 versus a 4-3. Look at that big pocket of space. Look at that, maybe a 10-yard radius with nobody on her. Her body position is side on, facing the field. Okay, now we got 2v1s. Look at Audrey ready to break into that space. She's looking at that line right across that line. So we create 2v1s here, and you can see that big window between. She decides to run through that little window between the 3 and the 4 because that gap is massive. Okay, Maya's got time on the ball. Audrey sees that, recognizes that run, breaks into that space. I think Riley also recognizes that space, and then both of them are into that little dangerous area. And a good little goal by Riley there. Fantastic. All right, good celebration, excited. Attacking, quick free kick, being switched on. We talk about this all the time, okay? So I know good foul. There's a quick foul right here, guys. Look, you just recognize all the blocks, okay? They're blocks. The heads are down. They're not closing the ball down. And right here, I think Maya could have shot it as well, okay? So you guys got to always be switched on, all right? Audrey's alert enough, recognizes that nobody, look at all these guys. They're pointing here, heads are there. Nobody's stopping the ball. So for us, we got to make sure we stand on the ball right away. The goalkeeper is keeping that goal wide open. Audrey looks. Nobody's ready. Boom. Fantastic goal. Okay. She's super pumped. Okay. What a fantastic goal that was. Okay. I think this was attacking. What was this? Connecting, first pass, switching point attack, 1v1, alive in the box. Okay. I think this is Rachel's goal. Okay. So we're defending. We're getting behind the ball. Look at Annabelle right here. The ball goes behind her. She continues to press. Little touch, wins that ball. First, when we win the ball, we connect that first pass. And here goes Rachel. Finds OS in a nice pocket of space. Okay, faces up. Excellent. Driving, committing. Okay, Maya's expanded. Finds this ball out wide to Cardenas. 1v1, aggressive, getting after it. Okay, get numbers in the box. Okay, fail to clear it. Rachel's alert. Okay, that's what happens when we put players on their heels. So very good by Cardenas and getting after it there. Okay, this one, switching point of attack, releasing our outside backs. Okay, so we know Ashlyn and Brooke can get forward, and then they're fantastic getting forward. And then back three, no problem. Okay, so Riley cuts inside, finds OS here. So there's a bit of space right here. As you can see, OS is drawn many players around the ball. So their back four is here. They got their 2, 3 midfielders in here. So we could recognize, but look at Ashlyn. She's already looking to release. You can see that. Here's our back three. She recognizes that space. Her timing to release is fantastic. Getting forward, no problem for our back, outside backs getting forward. So she's looking to release. There's a screen space. She goes here. Now we got a little 2v1. Okay, early ball in the box. Okay, but here's what I noticed here. So even though Ashlyn is releasing, we still have 2 girls back here, and then Wrights is sitting in front. So they have two girls up front. So we protect any space, any balls that comes out. We got Wrights, the number 5, cutting any balls into their 2 front men, and then we also have security behind. So we're dealing, so you can see there's a sandwich right there. So the red right here are sandwiched between the 4 and the 3 and the 5. So if it gets cut out, we got Wrights cutting that out. And then if it goes in behind, then the 4 and the 3 are there to deal with it. But Ashlyn right here, so there's a fantastic ball in between their 2 center backs, or their outside back right here. Drops the ball in here. Riley's asking for it. Okay, great ball, just misses her just by maybe a couple inches there. Okay. Next one is attacking, switching point attack, expand the side of the diamond, 2v1. That's the bread and butter of it in a 3-4-3, diamond 3-4-3. Switching the point attack, find the side of the diamond. I thought Maya did a fantastic job this game of doing that. So we win possession. Wrights is on the ball. Here you go. Look at Maya Tran. There's their 1, 2, and 3 right there. 1, 2, and 3. 3 midfielders in there. Maya is recognizing this pocket. Wrights is realizing that. And then there goes Maya popping out into that soft spot, finding a nice little pocket right there in between that their back line. Okay, so there's that pocket, faces up. Look at that, Audrey, perfect positioning. Recognize she's given herself maybe 1 or 2 yards to break into that space. So in 2v1s, we commit 1 player. She's leveling off, looking at the line. She's building momentum. Now when the ball is played, she's breaking in about 100%. Okay, good early ball, but it ends up getting cut out, so no problem. Okay, that was good. Even though we didn't connect there, it was a good sequence for us. Okay, so that's it on my end. So for us, defending wise, and just kind of giving you guys a little visual how what we talked about on the tactic board, how it connects to the game. So very good. So we need to continue to do that tomorrow and further on the rest of the season. But it's moving in the right direction. Okay. All right. We'll see you guys. Thanks.